Hey explorers, I'm Mark Williamson. This is my channel, Age of Exploring, where I go out and explore the world, talk about the science and history of what I find. This video is sponsored by, hold on, absolutely nobody. I have no sponsors. Are you kidding me? Late 2024, I decided the trip that I was going to take in 2025, and that was to visit the national parks. Which ones? All of them in the lower 48. On April 18th, I left on my trip. 72 days later, I got back. In that 72 days, I covered what I thought was going to be 16,000 miles, turned out to be 18,700 miles. I went to 41 different states. I've now ridden in all of the states on the continental United States, including Alaska. Just haven't ridden in Hawaii, so 49 of the 50 states I've ridden in. And I visited all 51 national parks in the lower 48. I tried to document the trip the best I could. And to be honest, I don't think I did a really good job. I'm still learning how to document a motorcycle trip solo and make it something that's entertaining and valuable to watch. I hopefully I succeeded. I know that I'm not real happy with what I documented, but hopefully it's something you don't mind watching. This is the first week of the trip. It takes me through Olympic National Park, Redwood National Park, Lassen, Yosemite, Sequoia, Kings, and over towards Pinnacle. To be honest, the first week of the trip is always exciting. It's the newness of the trip hasn't worn off, and I'm still learning how to live on the road again. Hopefully you enjoy it. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. I'm on the Washington State Ferry Kennewick. Washington State has one of the largest ferry systems in the world. I'm amazed. I love getting a ferry every single time. It's just magic to me because it's new, like 3 years. 3 years new, 2, 3 years, something like that. Anyways, I'm heading towards Port Townsend, and the first national park, Olympic National Park. The visitor center is actually in Port Townsend, so that should be fun. Easy to do. And I'm spending the night in Quinault, near Quinault Lake. Day one. Looking forward to it. It's going to be an epic. Okay, I hate the word epic. It's not a good word. It'll be a fun trip. It'll be interesting. It'll be an adventure. Located on the Olympic Peninsula in Washington, Olympic National Park started its life as Mount Olympus National Monument on March 2nd, 1909. Olympic National Park was established June 29th, 1938 by Theodore Roosevelt, making it the 23rd national park in our nation's national park system. 1976, it became a UNESCO site. 1981, it became a World Heritage Site. It covers about 922,000 acres, making it the 13th largest national park in the country. And it gets about 3.7 million visitors a year, making it the 8th most visited national park, just ahead of Grand Tetons. It's composed of 3 distinct ecosystems. The Pacific coastline, which is on the Pacific, oddly enough. It also has the glaciated mountains ecosystem, which consists of Mount Olympus and the Hoh Glacier, which is greater than 3 miles long, and also a temperate rainforest, the Hoh and Quinault rainforests. We get over 12 feet of rain a year, making it the wettest area in the continental United States. The Visitor Center in Port Angeles does a great job of highlighting the different parts of the park, things to visit, and the historical and cultural history. Day 1, Park 1, Olympic National Park up at the Visitor Center in Port Angeles. It's a small visitor center, but it serves a purpose. Got all my postcards to send to my friends. Actually, my friends' kids. More about that later. And heading off to take a picture down at the sign. And then I'm going to circle around and head to Quinault. Day 2 of my national parks trip, 50 miles in, heading towards Florence, Oregon. Stopped at Duffy's to have brunch, I guess. I decided last night that Mount Rainier was going to be too cold, like the high in the 34 or something like that, and that's at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so I'm not doing that. Crater Lake, all the roads are closed, and the ones that are open are icy. A little warmer, but still icy, so I just skipped those. I'll hit those on the way after North Cascades National Park on the way home. So tonight I'm heading down to Florence, Oregon, to head towards the Redwood National and State Parks in California.
What I thought was gone was sitting in my pocket in plain sight all along. I think it's time for me to go and burn all bridges. All I know, I got lost along the way, fell between the foam, pulling stitches. Time to let go, so come what may. Don't look before you leave. What you give, you get to keep. So long, farewell, bye-bye. Let's have a toast for those lost old eyes. And my crooked little heart that seems so rebellious is falling apart right now. I'm bleeding, an easy kid, gonna leave it all behind. I think it's time for me to go, burn all bridges. All I know, I got lost along the way.
I had to stop here as I'm high on the Oregon coast, just north of Tillamook, I think, and you can see this. This is absolutely amazing. This is why you ride the Pacific Coast Highway 101, because it goes through Oregon, which is some of the most amazing coastline in the United States, and you get this kind of view right here. That is just absolutely phenomenal. Do I want pizza, pasta, and seafood, or do I want like a burger? Just ended day 2 of my trip. No national parks today, but I did ride 317 miles from Aberdeen down to Florence, Oregon. 9.5 hours total, 6 hours and 45 minutes of moving time. Tomorrow I'm headed down to Redwood National Park, State Parks. I guess it's Redwood National and State Parks is the way it's phrased. It's a combination of them. For park number 2, if you don't ride PCH once in your lifetime, you're making a mistake. The 101 is just an amazing road. Started day 3. Last night I stayed at the Super 8 here. Very comfortable, very reasonably priced, like $98 for the night total. Oh, Mattis right there. So I've got about a 4-hour ride down to Redwoods National and State Parks near just south of Crescent City, California. And it should be a good ride. It seems like it might be a little bit warmer, but I'm also got a better layered up more, and it should be much more comfortable. Does it get any more beautiful than this? This is why you ride the coast. Oregon coast, Highway 101, the PCH. Look at this view. This is absolutely amazing.
The summer came for us and showed us what we lost. I'm writing to myself about the things you said, about the things you said.
Redwoods National State Parks, located in the northwest corner of California's below Crescent City, consists of 1 national park and 3 state parks. It covers about 138,000 acres, making it the 39th largest park in the system. It is in the most seismically active part of the country, tsunami-prone part of the country, which makes sense if you're in the seismically active part of the country. It consists of 4 primary ecosystems: a seacoast, a river system, a prairie ecosystem, and a forest ecosystem. It has 5 visitor centers, and it also has the tallest tree in the world at 380 feet or 116 meters. I'm in front of the Thomas H. Kuchel Visitor Center in Redwood National and State Parks. National Park number 2, day number 3. The Redwood National Park was the 33rd national park in the system. It was dedicated on October 2nd, 1968, and has an average visitors count of about 410,000 people. This visitor center, it's very minimalist. The drive here, though, from Crescent City was amazing. Windy roads, uphills, downhills, really fun. Park number 2, day number 3, Redwood National and State Parks. 2 down, 49 to go.
I ain't afraid of the dark. 'Cause once you let the light in, you won't see the beautiful stars shining down from afar. No, I ain't afraid of the dark. I don't mind the rain. 'Cause once you let the light in, you won't see the beautiful stars shining down from afar. No, I ain't afraid of the dark. I don't mind the rain.
Well, the end of day 3, this is it. Home for the night. We got cloak of invisibility on Mattis out there, so we're good there. And I gotta be honest, it's a tough day. I lost some things, personal things that I can't replace, and were extremely expensive. Actually, I can replace them, but they're extremely expensive. Every time I got on the bike, I felt disorganized, out of sync. Riding was fine, and I got one national park down, Redwood, but today was a tough day. It was just, I have these days every once in a while, long trips, just where I question everything, like everything. It's not a good place to be. My head is not, it can get dark. My point is that I'm going to go have some In-N-Out, because I haven't had In-N-Out since I left to California, so looking forward to that. And then I'm going to come back and go to bed and start a new day tomorrow. Day 4 of my national parks trip. I'm headed towards Lassen Volcanic Park today, and then probably ending the night in Red Bluff and preparing for Yosemite tomorrow. Spent the night in this Super 8, which wasn't so super, but it worked. Again, you know, comfortable bed, clean toilet, warm shower. What more do you need? Yesterday was tough, was really rough, and but I'm feeling better. I got a good night's sleep, had some food, and now I'm ready for the day. On the I-5, traveling from Oregon to California is absolutely beautiful. You do have to ride through the California Department of Agriculture checkpoint, which in this case was unmanned. And as you keep traveling, Mount Shasta just keeps getting larger and larger. It's a huge mountain. It just gets prettier and prettier as you get to it. I probably should have known something was wrong when I entered Lassen National Park, because there was nobody at the pay station. There were no cars. There was no one at the visitor center. And that's when I found out that the visitor center is closed 2 days a week. And it happened to be the 2 days that I was there. The eruption was right before the early 1900s, which, when you think about it, it's not that long ago for a volcanic eruption in the United States. Less than 130 years. Hey explorers, day 5 of my trip. Things have changed drastically. After doing some research, the Lassen Park Visitor Center was closed yesterday and is closed today also. They're closed Tuesdays and Wednesdays. This would be a lesson. Planning. Research probably is more important than planning, but research is important. Planning is important, because I'm not going to wait around for 24 hours just to get to a visitor center. I am sending cards to individuals who have kids, and I sent them a map, and they seem to enjoy learning about the United States and national parks. So I'm going to have to find some kind of like Office Depot or something like that to find some just generic blank postcards to send to them on the date that I went to Lassen Park yesterday. Anyways, today's day is about 280 miles down to Mariposa, which is the gateway to Yosemite. Then tomorrow it'll be a quick hit of Yosemite Valley, and then down to out of Yosemite and down towards King's Sequoia National Park. So that's the plan. It's a little warmer here in where the hell am I? Red Bluff, in Red Bluff. And so like I have Mattis is all I'm taking off the hippo hands, and they're back here strapped in. I think it'll be another week or two maybe before I can just send them home, because it's going to warm up and I'll be in the south, so that won't be a problem. I'm wearing short sleeves. I've got my warm weather gloves on, so it's much better than it was on the Oregon coast. The plan for today and tomorrow, it's down to Mariposa. I'll get there probably about 2:30, 3 o'clock, and let's see if they have a post office for if it fits, it ships. If they do, then I'll cull some of my gear, because I think I packed too much as usual. And then take a nice easy day, and then hit Yosemite tomorrow. All right, day 6, heading towards Park 4, Yosemite. Park number 4, Yosemite.
Hi there.
How you doing today?
Doing well. Welcome to your park. You got your magic pass.
Got my magic pass.
You need a map today?
Pardon? No, I do not.
No,
Thank
I'll
you.
get you
Going to the visitor center. Thank you.
You're all set, sir. Have a safe day.
You have a good day too. Bridal Veil Falls here, right there. All that mist you see is just the water crashing down the side, and then on this side you have more falls. Here in the spring, so this is a great time. And then El Capitan, El Cap, right there. Yosemite National Park is the third national park in the National Park System. It was Yosemite and Grant State Park in 1864, and it became a national park in 1890. It averages about 4.8 to 5 million visitors a year. It's really impacted. My argument is that it should be considered the first national park. There was no Yellowstone when the state park opened up, and the state of California made it a state park that was open to the public. It wasn't a national park. Looking at that, the nation, the United States, took Yellowstone and made a national park, which is now considered the first national park, where I think that Yosemite was the trendsetter. It was ahead of its time. It was a state park, yes, but it set the way for the national parks, Yellowstone, and it was what allowed our system, our national park system, to exist now. That's my thought, just mine, you know. Yosemite, should be park number 1. It's park number 3. All right, that's Yosemite Park. There's a lot of people here, 4 million visitors a year, and I'm thinking that they're all here right now. I know they're not, but oh my God, is it crowded. So it's time to get out of here, ride down to Visalia. Get ready for the next national park. End of day 6. That was a good day. Got Yosemite Park done. Again, I think the first national park, but people argue with me. 178 miles, 4.5 hours of riding, 7.5 hours total. It was a good day. Lots of windy roads, and then at the end, kind of a slab down to Visalia. Tomorrow, I think I can knock off 2 parks. Kings Canyon and Sequoia. They're right next to each other. They're like 50 miles apart. And at the end of the day tomorrow, I should be in Soledad near Pinnacles National Park. So, good day. I am almost a week in, and I'm going to hit hopefully parks 5 and 6 tomorrow. That's the goal. Day 7, park 5 and 6, hopefully today, maybe even 7 if I can get to Pinnacles, but I doubt it. It's supposed to rain in Soledad tomorrow, which is where I'm headed, and that could make it interesting. No problem, but it could make it interesting. Started out strong. Coming to the gas station, I got my pant leg stuck on a foot peg and tipped over at a stoplight. Nobody around except the guy in front of me who helped me get the bike up, so not a big deal. No, I didn't record it. I'm in the middle of an intersection, or right next to an intersection. I just want to get going. So, there's no evidence of that, but yeah, start for the day. Not the way I want to do it. I made it to Kings Canyon, park number 5. There's no sign, interesting, on the road. Just a national forest sign, but not a national park sign. So I have to find myself a sign that says Kings Canyon National Park. Kings Canyon is the second iteration of the national park. Originally, it was called General Grant National Park, and it was established on October 1st, 1890. Making it our 4th national park at the time. On March 4th, 1940, they renamed it, expanded it, and now they call it Kings Canyon. Kings Canyon National Park is named after Kings Canyon, which is a glacier-carved canyon which is more than a mile deep. The national park covers over 462,000 acres, making it the 21st largest national park, and it gets over 699,000 visitors a year, making it the 34th most visited park in the system. It is the least visited national park in the Sierras, behind Sequoia and obviously Yosemite. It contains the second largest tree in the world, the General Grant Sequoia, and the Pacific Coast Trail travels the entire length of the canyon in the park. 1930s, 1940s, thereabouts, the city of Los Angeles petitioned or applied to dam up Kings Canyon in order to create a source of water, because Los Angeles doesn't have a lot of water. That's one of the reasons that actually the Kings Canyon National Park was established in large, is to prevent the damming of Kings Canyon and the rivers inside. Sequoia National Park is the second park in the national park system behind Yellowstone, or in my mind, Yosemite also, so it'd be a third, but it's the second park. And it was dedicated on September 25th, 1890. It averages about 1 million visitors a year, which is more than Kings Canyon, which is a surprise, because Kings Canyon is only about 40 miles up the road, and it's a fun ride. Sequoia National Park, park number 766, park number 6. All right, end of day 7, parks 5 and 6 on the books. Kings Canyon, Sequoia, both not the most amazing parks, honestly. They're good. I liked Sequoia. It had really, really big trees. I thought that was kind of cool. Other than that, it was about 315 miles, about 7 hours total, 5.5 of riding, something like that. A lot of fun riding. The riding through the parks and out of into and out of the mountains, probably 75, almost 100 miles of 75 miles of twisty, tight turns and a lot of fun. And then the last part was basically just slapping it across the Central Valley of California until we got into the foothills here and some nice windy roads, and then more slapping into Salinas. and that's where I'm at. Tomorrow I'm heading down to Ventura to go to, tomorrow I'm going to Pinnacles in the morning, and then I'm going down to Ventura to head to Channel Islands National Park. That's the plan. Well, that's my video first week. I made it to Pinnacles, obviously. In the comments, let me know what you want to see more of or less of. If I can do that, I'll try to take care of it. As I said in the intro, I don't think I did a great job of documenting my trip. I tried, but I'm still learning. So that's just, I have to figure out how to work with what I've got. I apologize if it wasn't as entertaining as it could have been, but I'm documenting a trip to 51 national parks. Only 72 days, so it's like 10 weeks, you know. So let me know. As always, be great, do good, go out and explore.